Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. Energy update time. Let's take a look, see what's coming in. What is coming in for the viewers? What do they need to know? All right. Ooh, we got some truth. Someone's been enlightened here. I see truth. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is often someone who wants to talk. They want to connect here. Someone's seeing truth that there is a connection too. I love this. Yeah, we got someone wanting to, they want to talk. It's a person who wants to speak a truth. Wow. It's also a person who's often learned something. It's a person who's wise. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we got a truth. This is, oh, look at that. There's definitely a lot of attraction and desire, a passionate new beginning. Someone wants to tell you something here, and they want to, definitely there's a little energy of romance and desire, but we have the Nine of Wands. It's someone who kind of felt like giving up, but you know what I feel? It's a person who wants to talk. They want to put something behind. Now, it could be someone who wants to speak truth where there's something they needed to leave behind. Look at Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. Someone who wants to. I feel we, ooh, this person. I feel like, I mean, I see truth and honesty and integrity. But someone may have been a little judgmental here. But I feel it's someone who wants to put something behind, or they had left something behind. We're going to see about that. Tell me about this King of Swords. What is this person doing here? Yeah, they're manifesting. Someone who has everything they need. So I do see truth. Wow. There is definitely someone manifesting what they desire. They've analyzed a situation. They're enlightened. They see truth. So I feel like this is two people. You can see it's all about communication here. They want to communicate. They are kind of preparing, so they've been analyzing the situation. Feel like you got someone who may have judged you, maybe even pushed you away, but it's a person who was a little guarded and a little defensive here. But I'm going to tell you, this is someone here, I feel, who definitely, I mean, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. They want to talk. They want to communicate. Now, this is someone who may have been a little guarded, defensive, and maybe even pushed you away, but this person's blaming themselves. You know, you've got an Emperor here. This is a person who's learned something. They are guarded and defensive, absolutely, but I'm going to tell you, this is someone who could even be defending you. Who is this Emperor? Yeah, they're coming in to take control of a situation. They feel confident, determined here to win. But look at that. And I feel it's because of something that they've learned. They've taken control here of a situation. It could be just someone standing up for you. But it is, you know, it's an energy of someone letting their guard down. So someone who doesn't let their guard down very easy. And that's for sure with an Emperor energy. But this person is coming in to take control. Yeah, they want to reach out here. This person wants to talk. They want to reach out. So there's some sort of truth about giving and receiving. Someone may have, they've learned something too. I know maybe this is someone who may have even blocked someone or just didn't reciprocate. But they're learning something and they got truth. Yeah, this is the person who's become very much aware. This is someone who's kind, compassionate, someone who cares. Now, this is often a very motherly energy. And it could be someone that they've been talking to. But boy, oh boy, this is a person here. And I feel like it's an energy of someone who felt like giving up. But with this Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, this is putting something behind to have a passionate new beginning. There's definitely a lot of spark and desire. Yeah, it does look like we have a person who ended something. Yeah, something had ended here. It's a person who wasn't quite over it. But look at this. I mean, wow. And then we have, yeah, they've learned something, but I feel this is a person who, it has to do with some sort of an agreement here too. But it's all about being on the same page to do with communication. Two people just not on the same page. They've learned something. This person, I feel, learning that you're attracted to them and there's this desire, but it has to do with someone who had ended a situation. Now, it could be where they've learned, this Queen of Cups has. Yeah, we got a person who's very curious. See, they're learning something. How's it with two people connecting, talking? So they definitely want to talk. They want to kind of set something straight here. But it's all about this learning, something they know. It's an energy of faith, loyalty. This is someone who has faith in themselves. Someone has ended a relationship. If you have a person who was a little guarded and defensive here and they didn't reciprocate, maybe you reached out and you were curious yourself here, if you are the Queen of Cups. But it's about knowing. See, this is someone who, I feel like they're learning something from another person possibly too, but it all has to do with loyalty. Someone who's loyal, faithful. Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of interest. See, it's an energy of interest and desire. For some of you, it's just someone who's learned you're interested. And I do feel they're a little guarded. This is someone who's a little careful what they believe. Yeah, and often a little skeptical. So if you had someone here who didn't reciprocate, they've learned something. And you can see it's been kind of slow-moving energy. Yeah, this is someone sharing information. See, talking to people, friends of friends. They've been talking to people. They've learned something. This person, I'm telling you, it has to do with, and it is an energy of patience, but it also has to do with someone who wants to know everything. Yeah, or someone's telling someone everything here. But it is an energy of a situation that had ended. It's someone who kind of felt like giving up. They felt beat up, but now you have an Emperor because they've learned something. They're ready to move forward here. Tell me, ooh. Yep, see, it's all about justice and harmony. I feel somebody here feels maybe they weren't fair, but I mean, the King of Swords in an energy like this is usually someone who tries to be fair. But it does look like a person they've either learned you've ended a situation or they have. Because there's truth and there's curiosity. They want to know everything. I feel someone's telling someone everything here. It's sort of like on a need-to-know basis. Yeah, that's what it's telling me, but it's good news. See, there's some kind of good news here. Ooh, this person, there is an attraction. And if you've told somebody you find someone attractive, that you want to connect, oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that, the Lovers. There's a lot of attraction and desire. And definitely this person is, in that curiosity energy. Yeah, you got a King of Cups. This is, oh my goodness, what's going on? This person's all, they're just feeling all loved up in their feelings. But I do feel it's someone who felt like giving up. See, they feel like giving up. They're putting something behind. They've ended a situation or they've learned you have. Yeah, it's either or, but look at that. It has to do with the end of a relationship and it has to do with being fair. Someone may have judged someone unfairly. So now this person's feeling definitely, there's a lot with this kindness, compassion. Someone should have been a little more compassionate, maybe a little more patient. If you had a person who come across as kind of cold and emotionally unavailable, see, it's an energy of someone who was unavailable. Now someone's available. And it has to do with harmony. And it has to do with being fair. Look at, there's this beautiful harmony here. Let's see what's going on with this person. Oh, they see things very clearly. This is a person who's ready to start a situation, but you can see the clarity. And I do feel that this is someone who wants to talk. They want to clear something up, whatever this person's found out. And I feel it's someone who's telling someone everything. Yeah, there's a lot of kindness, compassion, and energy of loyalty and faith. Yeah, someone who's being faithful because they're not quite over it. So it's a person who's waiting for something to end before they start something new. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Tell me about this King of Cups. Yeah, this is a person who ended a very painful period in their life. Yeah, but I do think it's a person who, if you were curious about this person and you were talking to people, it's possible they had just ended it or they found out you have, because you can see the judgment. See, this is releasing. It is an energy of healing, but it's also someone who made a decision. Someone may have made a bad decision and kind of come across as a little cold. This is often someone who wants to make something right. Yeah, it has to do with communication, things moving very quickly here. They want to talk. This person wants to talk to you. They want to clear something up, but they also want to start something, because whatever it is that this person's learned making them happy, look at that, we have change. There's a lot of growth here, a lot of abundance. This is a new chapter. Someone here is ready for a new chapter. Ooh. And it could be someone finding out, you know, with the Queen of Cups is often someone who lets people know they're available. They kind of put themselves out there. And it could be someone just checking you out on social media as well, looking to see what's going on. But you can see this is a person, these are actually two people here. Often, you know, two people who feel like giving up on love. But look what this energy, this fast moving energy. It's a lot of passion, a lot of desire. It has to do with the truth. And now look at that. See, it's all about the patience again. Taking a step back. Whatever this person's finding out, they're feeling differently. They may have been unfair. And it does look like there was some sort of ending. And I mean, the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, there's spark desire. Someone's attracted to someone, but I feel it's about being loyal and faithful, waiting for something to end before they stop. So this is someone who wants to come in right. They want to wait till whatever this is completely over before they start something new. But I feel this person's going to reach out here. Look at that. See the confidence? And that's where I feel they should have been kinder and more compassionate. Yeah. So someone come across as unavailable. Now there's all this curiosity, wanting to know everything, talking to people, see, learning that there's actually this attraction. So this is kindness, compassion, and possibly forgiveness. Or this person's feeling that, you know, there's forgiveness here. But I feel like this is just feeling differently, taking a step back. See, it's an energy of being at peace. Somebody here wants to make peace. They're coming in very peaceful, very calm. And it likely has to do with what they've left behind too. Wow, kindness, compassion. This is absolutely beautiful. To me, I really can feel the vibe of this person, because it does look as though it has to do with a little aha moment where they've learned some kind of truth. They've been enlightened by someone. So now they're very curious, but I feel like the tables are turning. So if you were curious about this person and you were checking them out or talking to people and you wanted to get something going, they've heard about this. But I love the energy because I see a lot of growth and change. Yeah, someone who wanted to lay a foundation. They wanted to start something, but it looks we have someone who didn't step up the plate or didn't follow through. They didn't reciprocate because there was some apprehension. But they're now looking at this, and it does have to do with clear, straight up communication. This person wants to talk. They want to put this behind. I feel they feel responsible too. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. It bothers them. It weighs heavily on them. And someone who wants to get this off their chest. But this is someone who's not blaming you. They're actually blaming themselves. They're taking responsibility. Yeah, this is someone who's just trying to do the right thing, the responsible thing. So if you were curious and you wanted to connect and you reached out to communicate and they didn't respond, this is about loyalty, being loyal. See, they've been very patient. But this is someone who definitely now knows. They now know something. See, if they would have known, it's possible too, they would have maybe even said yes, but this is, I mean, this person, there's growth, and I see the tables turning. They want to move forward. This is someone who's left something behind and ready to move forward. Tell me about the world. This is a new chapter. This is someone ready for something new. Yeah, they can't stop thinking about you. They're doing a lot of thinking. They feel trapped in their head, and they may have been in a situation that they needed to end. But they are thinking a lot. Yeah. See, it's about being kind, compassion. It really bothers this person. They think about this a lot, but I feel like you're thinking about each other here. See, this is about breaking free. They want to, see, it's all about taking responsibility. I don't feel this person blames you. They blame themselves, and it's bothering them. They come across as cold. They may have judged you wrong, being unfair, but I feel they were trying to do the right thing at this particular time, because it does look like they weren't quite finished a situation. They had a lot of weight on their shoulders too. See, a lot going on, but I love, see, it's over. Something's over now. This person's ready for new. Wow. Yeah, they do see opportunity here. They kind of fantasize a little bit too. They're kind of looking at all this. See, I feel like you're going to be talking about what happened, why. They want to definitely speak truth and clarity. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This person definitely sees opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it, but you can see they're looking at all this. Yeah, there's lots to talk about here. Yeah, they see the Queen of Wands too, someone who's confident. They find you very attractive. There's a lot of attractive, but I feel they're finding out that you find them attractive. But I do think this is someone who was very skeptical to begin with. I can see it coming across as unavailable. Someone probably should have told you they were unavailable. Instead, they may have just didn't reciprocate, respond if you reached out, or you tried to maybe shared information, telling someone else, let this person know, you know, that kind of energy. Because I do feel there is someone here who's telling this person what they need to know, something they didn't know that they now know. But this is also a person who's kind of changing their focus. I feel this person feels maybe that you've moved on, but like I say, they're looking at this, seeing that you're available, that you may be putting yourself out there. But they really see a person who's confident, strong, bold, very capable. Yeah. They see how you're conducting yourself. So I'm going to tell you, they definitely kind of fantasize a little bit here. I see romanticize. They want to connect here. Yeah, look at that. See, the feelings were mutual here at some point. But it is an energy of releasing. See, letting this go. So some of you may have already moved on and just let this go. But here's what I see. It's somebody who's kind, compassionate, understanding. See, and there may have even been a misunderstanding, because the Six of Pentacles is not always the clearest communication. See, there's a lack of clarity in a communication. But it is being released. It just is what it is. Someone's let it go, but also changed their focus, feeling like it's just not meant to be. But I'm going to tell you, this person wants to talk. Yeah, they definitely want to talk. Tell me about the Star. This person, I'm telling you, they're thinking about you. Yeah, see, it's all about going down this path. Somebody here was between two worlds. So basically, they weren't quite over something. Some of you haven't really, you're kind of just sitting on the fence, some of you. Yeah, they find you very attractive. And it is an energy of feeling confident about feelings, emotions. See, they feel very confident about this. But the energy of, see, teaching and learning. Yeah, wow, this is someone who was, look at that, wow, yeah, this person's obsessed with you. They're spending, you know, time thinking. Oh my goodness, yeah, they've learned things that you may have in common. But it is about going down this path, teaming up. See, this is someone who actually wanted to team up, but they couldn't. Because they're trying to be loyal, see, trying to do the right thing. Rules, regulations, society's rules. They needed to be patient. But they are literally crazy about you. This is also someone who put behind an unhealthy situation with two people who possibly weren't compatible. See, don't get along. They had nothing in common. That's what they were putting behind. So there was definitely, this person was dealing with something very unhealthy, but they can't stop thinking about you. See, they were kind of trapped here. They couldn't move forward. They couldn't start something. But whatever it is now over. See, now it's that crossroads. This person wants to talk. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Yeah, they've been thinking things through. See, they were choosing their battles. This is often someone who's trying to do the right thing. But obviously, something happened here. But, you know, it's a person who's, wow. See, they're dealing with this. Something very unhealthy. An unhealthy relationship with two people who have nothing in common. So this is what they were dealing with. They weren't quite over it. They're trying to do the right thing. This is someone who was trying to do the right thing. Putting an end to all this before they start something new. Look at that. See, thanks, but no thanks. But now because of this, they feel they missed an opportunity. See, if they would have known then what they know now, they would have reciprocated and at least explained or talked to you. So if you have someone who just didn't reciprocate, this could be what's going on. Yeah, they see moving kind of slow, assessing a situation. So it's all about moving forward. See, it's all about leaving the past behind, but they're looking at every little detail. See, it has to do with some sort of communication that wasn't clear. So now there's this clarity and this truth. And this person's been thinking it through. They were choosing their battles. So they needed this. This person wanted this. See, the feeling of needing to hurry up. You know, Eight of Wands. They feel like they need to hurry up because you are open, available, and moving on. But I'm going to tell you, there was a lot of attraction and desire, but you can see this fast moving needing to slow down. They were definitely focused on money, a lot on their plate for sure, but whatever this is has really been bothering this person. Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone who just wasn't ready to put themselves out there, but now they are. See, they also see the bigger picture. So someone's been talking to this person, enlightening them, telling them what they need to know. So now they're really, really curious about you. They want to talk. They want to clear it up. They want to lay a foundation. Wow. Yeah, see, it's all about coming in right. I feel like what you've got is a person who's, regardless of an unhealthy situation they're in, they needed to end this. And I do see slow moving, needing to slow down, to look at the situation. And they've definitely been looking at this and assessing it. See, they feel they missed an opportunity, but if they wouldn't have known then what they know now, this would have all played out differently. See, with the Seven of Cups, they're looking at the possibilities here. Oh my goodness. See, this is, yeah, there was definitely hurt feelings. So I do feel this is someone who hurt you or hurt your feelings. And often the King of Swords is someone who's been hurt too. This is why there's swords up. But it's to me, it's, yeah, I mean, it could have been dealing with someone who was very jealous too. See, a very unhealthy situation. So this is often someone who just kind of had to put on the brakes. They had to do what was right. But it is about coming in right, laying down the foundation. See, look at this person here. They hurt you. They feel responsible. It really bothers them. It weighs heavily on them. Yeah, they want to clear this up, but they are ready for new. This is someone who was dealing with something, and it was definitely a situation that they had to look at things very carefully. But look at all this clarity. There's happy news here. So this could be something that makes you happy, but look at, they're ready to start something. You know, they've left the past in the past. They're definitely feeling humble. So this is somebody here who, yeah, they're coming in very humble. And I'll tell you, because they may have judged you unfairly. Yeah, they find you attractive. But this person is concerned they need to hurry up because they see you may be looking elsewhere, getting ready to put yourself out there. But I feel like some of you have been sitting on the fence. Look see, it's mutual. You both find each other attractive. There's the spark desire here. This is all about feeling, you know, romantic and wanting to talk. They definitely want to talk. They feel that there's a connection here. Look at that, the need to hurry up. Yeah, they want to communicate. They're in a hurry here. They're coming in. This is someone who kind of sees, you know, well, I should have come after, you know, they should have come after you. But I feel like, you know, with the Eight of Swords, their hands were tied. They weren't able to do anything because they had to deal with this devil energy. They may have been dealing with someone they were trying to end it with, you know, and they were very jealous. There was definitely a lot going on, but I do feel this energy of hurt. Yeah, see, confirmation. There's a spark's desire. This is all about love. This is someone who's all in their feels, but it is about being more compassionate, being more patient. They came across as cold. It really bothers them. This is a person who often comes across as, I feel they're, you know, with an emperor here, it's a person who's an authority. And I do think a lot of people really respect this person because they are somebody who's faithful, loyal. They're someone who gets things done. They're very respected. So they had to kind of tread lightly here too. Yeah, see, there was a lot of interest. And I'm going to tell you, they're learning all this. The desire, the spark, see, it was mutual. But whatever they were dealing with was something not so good here. It was like a lack of compatibility with someone. And they're trying to break free, but their hands were tied. They needed to end it. But they are just thinking and thinking. And I kind of feel for some of you, you're still thinking of each other. But I do feel some of you feel here, you know, it's over. It is what it is. It's not meant to be. But I also see this energy of Someone looking at this, there's something, see, something understandable or a misunderstanding to do with the communication. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, look, someone taking a leap of faith. See, they're reflecting on this. They're looking back at everything that happened and why. So this is someone who wants to talk, and they are, see the tables turning, they need to take a leap of faith. This is someone who's not afraid of taking a risk, as I can see it. Yeah, but you can see the energy of this is someone who felt they should have come after you. See, some sort of explanation. They wanted to talk, but I feel their hands were tied. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely are aware that you're single. See a desire. This is someone who feels like you got it all going on. You got everything under control. And I do think this is someone who had a whole lot going on here. Yeah, but look at that. All these duplicate cards are telling me that this person, see, they've learned a lot. Yeah, but it's morals and values. See, you just weren't on the same page at this time. And it does have to do with this person ending a committed relationship, but it is about faith and loyalty. Some of you kind of sat on that fence, you know. And they may have learned that you are also a person who's very loyal and faithful. But it's this energy of someone kind of waiting for a sign and a signal too here. Yeah. Oh, this person. They may have seen a few red flags because you can see that it's like the way what this person was thinking of at that time too. But boy, oh boy, this is someone who's learned the hard way too, you know. So they are someone who takes responsibility, I feel. And they're trying to do the right thing. And I do feel this person's respected. There's someone who gets things done. Yeah. People rely on this person too. So I do see a lot of really busy times and a lot going on. But there it is. They've learned a lot. They want to talk. They want to talk. This is someone who feels that you had everything going on. You're so confident, and they weren't feeling confident at the time. But look at, I mean, their feelings all, see, confirmation. Their feelings all came to the surface. This is someone who's kind of like, I should have come after you. I should have told you the truth about how I felt. You see? See, this person, you know, like it's this energy of faith, loyalty. But it's all about what they've learned, being on the same page, this mutual energy. Friends who were like family. Someone's enlightened this person. There's been the sharing of information. See, people sharing information, talking. They're applying all this. They're going to go for it here. See, they're looking at what's all happened, and they're going to come in and take that leap of faith. Wow. They're feeling, you know, this is like living in the moment too. Like, and this could be what happened. They took a risk and they decided they better put on the brakes and slow down a little bit. Yeah, but they are going for it here. They're feeling really happy, feeling positive. You see, they're ready to make this move here. So there you go. Take care, everyone. And I do feel with this energy, it's just keeping the faith. See, this is actually someone who will commit. But I do think they were in a committed situation they were trying to end. And it is over. See, they're happy or they're positive. This is someone with the energy of slowing down a little bit, not rushing into things. But it's about putting all those cups on the table. But they're seeing someone who's changed their focus and is ready to put themselves out there. So they're coming in. This person's coming after you. Take care. Bye for now.